Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Well, in my hands, I have the super regional information for sectionals. Well, for the C sectionals, what they call it. This is Mineral Point, and here's what we have going on in Regional One. We're going to have, that is the Independence Gilmanton Regional. It's La Crosse Aquinas, Blair Taylor, Brookwood, Cashton, CFC, which is Cochran Fountain City, Hillsboro, Independence Gilmanton, the host, New Lisbon, Pittsville, Royal Waniwak Center, Westby, and Whitehall. Then you take a look on the opposite side in, again, sectional C, which is going to be the team sectional at Fenimore, the sectional next weekend at Mineral Point. This is the Mineral Point Super Regional. Boscobel, Wazeeka, Steuben, DeSoto, Fenimore, Iowa Grand Highland, Ithaca Weston, Kickapoo Lafarge Youth Initiative, Lancaster, Mineral Point, the host, North Crawford Seneca, Parkview Albany, Pecatonica Argyle, River Ridge, and Riverdale. Now you take a look at these two regionals, super regionals. I want to make sure I call them that. This is going to be an interesting contest. If we take a look at Independence Gilmanton, La Crosse Aquinas, who I believe is ranked third in the state in Division 3, they will be the headliners, the team to beat. After that, well, I tell you what, it could be anyone's guess. Pittsville made it last year to the team sectional, which was held at Cashton. A really nice young team coming along, and I know Coach Hahn was pretty excited about his young squad and getting this experience at that team sectional. We also have Royal Waniwak Center, who are the Scenic Bluffs Conference champions. They rode through that, and they won the Scenic Ridge and Rivers Conference Invitational last weekend, which was held at Kickapoo. So it's really going to come down to, and there can be some other teams in here. Whitehall, honestly, I'm not that familiar with. They have a full squad. They've had good teams in the past. They could be in the mix as well. But again, Aquinas most likely the number one team, the team to watch out for, and then who can battle, who's going to wind up in second place. Meanwhile, you take a look at that Mineral Point Super Regional, and this one, folks, it's a barn burner. You're going to have Iowa Grand Highland. They're going to come in along with Fenimore. Fenimore ranked number 1 last week anyways, and Iowa was ranked number 2. That might have changed after this past weekend as Iowa Grand Highland blitzed the squad at the SWC SWAL The Clash Conference Tournament. And they wound up, Iowa Grant, winning that by a pretty fair margin. And Fenimore, if I remember correctly, I want to say they were third in that. I could be off. They might have been second place. I don't remember. I was there, and I still don't remember. It was just but a very, very exciting tournament. You don't have Prairie du Chien in that mix. They jump up to Division 2. We'll talk about Division 2 in just a moment. So in this, you take a look. It's could it be a two-team race with Fenimore and Iowa Grant? Do not count out Riverdale. The Chieftains under Jeff Campbell doing a real nice job. They had 3 people out last weekend at that conference tournament, and yet they still wrestled very, very well. So they'll be in the mix at Mineral Point here this weekend. And don't forget the Mineral Point Pointers. There was a point in time that they were in second place at the conference tournament, and they wrestled very, very tough. They have 2 highly ranked, number 1 ranked wrestlers in their lineup, a little bit young in spots, but they are okay. Let's put it that way. So going to be a lot of interesting things going on. Ithaca Weston, who has wrestled very well over the course of the last few years, they also have to be considered a little bit on that. And then each team has their own individuals, and that's what makes it real exciting. we will have, I will be at Mineral Point. Shelley Keenan and Jacob Manning, the nephew, will be there to help me out. That should be a lot of fun. And meanwhile, my brother Randy Manning is going to travel up to Independence and work with Scott Milsna, former WIA official who has helped me off and on over the course of the years. So Scott and Randy will be up at Independence following that tournament action. And we will have both of these streamed on the Twitch channel. The Independence one, it will be the twitch.tv and then the backslash. It will be WWVP LLC, and that will be Cashton. It'll be the Cashton channel. Mineral Point will be the Westby channel on Twitch. So hopefully you'll be able to find that. We will have these matches and the tournaments on my YouTube channel as soon as possible, sometime later on that Sunday afternoon. It takes a while to download everything. Then we move over to the Section C. It's the Wisconsin Dells sectional, but let's take a look at the Super Regional that we will be covering. Kirk Layer and Carl Zuby will be following the Richland Center Hornets, Black River Falls Tigers, GET Mel Min, so it's Gael Ectric Trempolo, Melrose Mindoro, and Prairie du Chien, along with River Valley. Should be a real good contest there. Adams Friendship, Arcadia, Berlin, Black River Falls, GET, Mauston, Necedah. There's a team to watch out for. Nakusa, Assumption, Port Edwards, Prairie du Chien, Richland Center, River Valley with some nice young wrestlers there. And they do have a couple of wrestlers that have had some state experience. Viroqua in there, they're a young bunch again. And then Wautoma Wild Rose and Wisconsin Dells, who again will be hosting that sectional next week. So that's going to be a very interesting one there. Who are the favorites in that one? Well, you have to kind of probably point to Prairie du Chien. Wrestled very tough at the Swall at the Clash. And so watch out for them. I think they're ranked number 2 maybe in the state in Division 2. Then you go over the other side of it. It's going to be the Dodgeville Regional. We will not have anyone over there covering that one. Apologize. Just didn't have quite the manpower to do that. You'll have Belleville, Monticello, New Glarus, Belmont, Platteville, Broadhead, Judah, Columbus, Cuba City, Benton, Southwestern, who wrestled very well at the Clash last weekend. Darlington Blackhawk, they are a very solid bunch. Along with Dodgeville, watch out for their their lighter weights from 106 up to around 126. That's a gauntlet right there. Edgerton, along with Evansville. Evansville has been very tough over the course of the last 3 years, so watch out for Evansville. And, of course, you can never count out Lodi, not with that rich tradition that they have. Monroe over there, along with Portage, and River Randolph it has here on the listing. So it's just going to be really quite the tournament weekend this coming weekend. We hope that you can join us again. The Richland Center Super Regional, that will be live streamed. And again, that's the Twitch channel. And it's the twitch.tv /WWVP LLC. And it will be Viroqua, the Viroqua channel. So there you have it. A lot of neat things coming up here down the road. We hope that you can join us. And boy, it's a lot of action going on out there on the mats. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Production, saying thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this little preview. And we'll see you either in Mineral Point, Independence, or Richland Center. Have a great week.